Hello, this is Dr. Neil Baum from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I would like to talk with you about the concept of locum tenens. In this video, I will cover the what, the why of locum tenens, its benefits, and what considerations you need to look at a locum tenens contract. What is locum tenens? It's a Latin expression which means to hold a place. This is when a physician fills a place in a practice or hospital, usually at a distance from where he or she lives. A locum tenens contract can be anything from a few days, a weekend, to 6 months or longer contract. The purpose of locum tenens is to fill a vacancy in communities that, one, don't have a urologist, or if the full-time urologist has a medical reason, such as an illness, to have a temporary leave of absence and needs a replacement. Oftentimes, a doctor working in a practice is experiencing burnout when they are in a rural community and being available on a 24/7 basis and experience burnout. And they need a bit of a respite, a vacation, or wish to participate in continuing medical education. Locum tenens is definitely a change of pace for the urologist, and it usually means less stress and less risk of burnout. It will usually include a different population from which you are usually accustomed. You will have an opportunity to see how urology is practiced in a different hospital and clinic settings. And it's a good opportunity for a urologist who is planning on retirement in the near future to use this as sort of a step down from working full-time to a part-time basis. Also, locum tenens is applicable to a newly minted urologist who wants to find out what kind of practice they would like to enjoy, such as a small practice, a solo practice, a large group medical practice, a rural community, or an urban community. There are benefits of locum tenens because it gives the long-term doctor in the community a bit of a rest. The locum tenens doctor receives a very good salary, and it gives you an opportunity to try out a new place and a new geography, and even go to a foreign country such as New Zealand, Costa Rica, or Australia. It's an opportunity for newly minted urologists to repay student loans, and it can be a road to financial independence. The benefits of locum tenens is that it almost always includes a living expense while on assignment. They cover travel costs to and from the location. It may include car rental and a stipend for food, and they will cover and arrange credentialing and hospital privileges. The benefits of locum tenens for a urologist is that there are no office politics. You don't have to attend any assignments or meetings. You're not responsible for hiring or firing of staff. There are no business responsibilities. You don't have to worry about billing and collections. The only paperwork usually required is the ability to navigate the EMR that is used in that community. It is an opportunity to find a long-term or permanent position if you enjoy working in that community. And the beauty is that you control the scheduling. You decide you don't want to work over a given holiday, or you have a vacation that you have planned, you don't have to schedule any responsibilities to the locum tenens. The locum tenens contract is usually easier than the contract you would sign when joining a practice. If this is your first locum tenens contract, I suggest legal counsel that reviews the contract in the state where you will be practicing. I think this is very important, at least as you begin the process. The locum tenens contract serves four purposes, which is shown in this slide, but primarily it's an opportunity to look at the compensation and see if the salary is competitive. The components of a typical contract include the job description, that is the location of the practice, how many hours a day or days per week you will be required to work. They often will list or mention the number of patients that they expect you to see and your call responsibilities. The compensation usually consists of a day rate or an hourly rate or a shift rate. That's the most common, and it should include additional compensation for overtime and for additional call. The typical component of a locum tenens contract will also include your malpractice, and it will cover you while you're on assignment. Most malpractice inclusions in the contract are a claims made plus a tail coverage after you leave. What is not included is your own health insurance unless you take on a full-time position, and health insurance is likely to be included. It does not include contributions to your retirement plan, and you will be responsible for for filing and your own taxes. Bottom line, locum tenens may be a great career option. It's an option for a part-time doctor, a newly minted doctor, or a doctor wishing to work full-time. There are many location choices throughout the United States and even in foreign countries. Usually there is a very beneficial financial arrangement, and it may be just the way you always dreamed of practicing your craft of medicine and urology. I hope you have found this brief video useful and a good introduction to locum tenens. If you would like my white paper on locum tenens, kindly contact me at the email address shown on the last slide. Thank you.